Hello, good afternoon. So actually, this is our information seminar. So we are actually waiting for some of the people to join. I think we can get started now. So let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Annie Ko. I'm the Program Director of the Master of Science in Human Resource Management program. So on behalf of the Hong Kong Polytechnic University, our business school, and also the management and marketing department. So let me welcome all of you to join this information seminar. So here's our presentation outline. So you can see we have quite a number of topics that we will go through today, but then basically we will focus in terms of the program structure and also the progression patterns, because it will tell you more in terms of the study mode, like part-time, full-time mode, and how many subjects that you will be taking, so that it can actually help you to plan better for aligning your work and study, especially for the local applications that are studying on the part-time basis. We also receive inquiries regarding the English language requirements, so we will definitely cover on that later on. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, please feel free to pose your question on the chat, and we will come back to it at the end of the Q&A session. So our program actually aims to help you to develop you into a competent and also effective managers through acquiring theoretical knowledge with application of theories to understand and solve organizational issues. And organizational issues nowadays is not just restricted to, HR related issues. There are many new problems, arising from the COVID-19 pandemic. Workplace environment has been changed, and also due to the digital world, the fast pace. Business leaders are trying their best, to strive to develop innovative ideas that can stay on the forefront of the business landscape, as well as to develop sustainability and contribute to the world. So aware of, all these changes and trends. So our program has developed some subject contents to help all of you to hone your skills, and particularly in terms of these essential people management skills that's really aligned to organizational vision, mission, and value. Our program also help you to untap and also unleash your capital, your human capital, so that you yourself will be developed in terms of, career advancement, in terms of talent development and management, so that you can also help organizations to, support the organizations in terms of their strategic direction. So our special features of this program, because of what I've mentioned earlier, this is a conversion program that welcomes professionals, of all backgrounds. We have students that already have, bachelor degrees in the HRM area, and they want to refresh, and also update their knowledge and skills. We also have students whose bachelor degree is not in the HRM area, but then they have been working in the HR field. So these programs definitely help them to give them a lot of insights, from the theories and also the practicality, from the alignment that we have with our industry people as well. In terms of subjects, we are proud to say that we do have quite a number of, elective subjects for all of you to choose from, so that it can definitely attend to, your interests, your goals, because our program is on credit-based, so you can study at your own pace. So in terms of the mode of study, our program is a mixed mode study that include part-time and also full-time options. So if you opt for part-time option, then you will have to study less than 9 credits, which is usually, we have like 3 subjects, 3 credits per subject, so which means less than 3 subjects in a semester. If you opt for full-time options, then it means that you will study 3 subjects or more in a semester. So in terms of the study duration, so if you opt for part-time, then the normal duration for graduation is 2.5 years. If you opt for full-time study, then the normal duration is 1.5 years. Our class time is normally conducted on a weekdays evening and some on a Saturday afternoon. So each subject carries 3 credits, as I mentioned. So, and also for the semester 1 and semester 2, which we consider as a regular semester, it is in a 13-week pattern. So for each subject, you will take a 3-hour class lesson per week from 6:30 to 9:30 in the evening. But while for summer term, it is in a 7-week pattern. So you will study 2 3-hour classes per week. In terms of the assessment, so we have continuous assessment, including individual essay, including group projects, and also other possible assessment methods, depending on individual subject lecturer. We also have a STEM component in each subject. Also depends on, how we design the subject content. We do have ethics subject that carries 1 credit, and all the postgraduate students will have to take this ethics subject. So because it is only 1 credit versus a 3-credit normal subjects, so you students will only need to attend 4 3-hour classes on alternative weeks. Normally, if it is on a weekdays, it's from 6:30 to 9:30, and if it is on a Saturday, it is from 1:30 to 4:30 in the afternoon. For these ethics subjects, it is, students will be taking this in semester 2 of year 1, and there's no exam, only continuous assessment. But for all of you, if you prefer more from a research approach, so you can actually take a dissertation. Some of you might also think about further studies for PhD, then dissertation might be a choice for you. This is definitely optional. So for the dissertation, it carries 9 credits. That means it is actually equivalent to 3 subjects. For normal duration, students can usually complete this dissertation within 2 consecutive semesters. On completion of the program, which means you have studied 31 credits, then PolyU will offer you a Master of Science in Human Resource Management. If you do not if you have not completed 31 credits, but if you completed 21 credits, then we will offer you a postgraduate diploma. And this is considered as an early exit option. So now I'm going to give you a bit more information regarding the program structure. So for non-dissertation option, so for students, we'll be taking 11 subjects. And for the dissertation option, students will be taking 8 subjects plus dissertations that carry 3 subjects, right? So 9 credits. So here is the non-dissertation option. So we do not have like a lot of compulsory subjects because we want to offer you more flexibility so that you can select based on your own choice and interest and your personal goals to study other elective subjects. So here is the compulsory one. So for the fundamental subjects is like the organizations and management, especially for those whose bachelor degree is not in management. And for more HR OB related, we have 3 other subjects, that is human resource management, organizational behavior, and also human resource development. As mentioned earlier, we do have 1 ethics subject as well, which carries 1 credit, and this is very important. So the subject's name is business ethics, that helps you to understand different ethical theories to make better decisions. So here you can see on the left-hand side is a non-dissertation option, and for the right-hand side is the dissertation option. So the subjects basically is the same for you to choose from. But then for the non-dissertation options, it means that students can choose any 6 subjects from this list that contributes to 18 credits. And then for the dissertation option, because the dissertations account for 9 credits, then it means that you can choose any 2 subjects from the elective subject list here. And then plus research methods subjects, because it will help you to hone your research skills so that you can complete your dissertation. So back to the elective subjects, so you can see quite a large numbers of subjects, as I mentioned, that we offer students so that it can help you to really go towards more your interests and career goals as well. Some of you, if you are more from the HR discipline, then there are some HR related topics so that you can be able to learn how to become more all-rounded HR professionals. Some of the subjects, for example, if you are from the compensation and benefits, so you can see we have a subject called management of pay and benefits to help you to design a CMB program. So in the middle, on the left-hand side, you can see decision-making for leadership or HRM seminars. So these are also we bring into some industry people, especially for HRM seminars, that helps you to understand a lot of different contemporary issues in HR. You can also see subjects like mediation at workplace. So especially nowadays in the pandemic situation, in order to solve the organizational issues such as some disputes, at the workplace. So mediation is one of the topics that helps you to hone your mediation skills. You can also see the other subjects like global leadership or even strategic human resource management, well-being at work. So all these also provide you more advanced and also trendy topics that helps you to make better HR decisions or people management decisions as well. And this is a suggested progression pattern for the part-time mode. As mentioned, for the part-time mode, the normal duration is 2.5 years for graduation, but students definitely can graduate earlier if you plan to complete the program in 2 years. Then you can also take the summer term as an option. But then for the progression pattern, based on the 2.5 years, so we suggest students to take 2 compulsory subjects in semester 1 of year 1 and 2 compulsory subjects plus one credit ethics subjects in semester 2 of year 1. And then in year 2, semester 1, semester 2, and also year 3, semester 1, then you can take 2 elective subjects, altogether 6 of them, from the list that you can choose from, that I mentioned earlier. If you want to study, complete the program earlier, then you can also take the summer term as an option. So you can take 1 or 2 subjects in the summer term as well. So this is the suggested progression pattern for full-time mode. And the normal duration is 1.5 years. Students also was able to complete the program within 1 year by taking more subjects, throughout the semester. So our suggested pattern, if you plan to graduate within 1.5 years, then you can take 2 compulsory subjects and 2 elective subjects in semester 1 in year 1. And then 2 compulsory subjects, 1 elective subject, and 1 ethics subject in semester 2 in year 1. And then you can take 3 elective subjects in year 2. But as mentioned, if you want to complete, the program within 1 year, then you can take 1 more elective in semester 2 in year 1, and then you can take 2 elective subjects in the summer semester. So there is also a possibility for credit transfer for students who may be given some credit for previous postgraduate study that are relevant to our Master of Science in Human Resource Management program. Then students may apply for credit transfer upon the initial enrollment on the program. but then the validity of those subjects should be earned within 8 years. And then we will look at your application and we'll consider whether it is successful on a case-by-case basis. So now is the entrance requirements for graduate entry. So it means that if you have a bachelor's degree or equivalent professional qualifications, then this is the route for, your entrance requirements. And we will prefer applicants who have at least 1 year of work experience. For those who are the non-graduate entry applicants, which means you may possess post-secondary qualifications instead of a bachelor's degree, then usually applicants are aged 27 or above and at least have 6 years of work experience, and which 3 years of them are in the managerial capacity. So for the English language requirements, we do receive quite a number of inquiries regarding this. So applicants should actually possess one of the English qualifications prescribed below, that is TOEFL or the IELTS, if they are the non-native speakers of English, and if your bachelor's degree or equivalent qualification is not awarded by institutions with English as the medium of instruction. For TOEFL, the minimum score is at least 550 for paper-based, or at least 80 for internet-based. For the IELTS, the overall band score is 6.0 or above. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic right now, some of the testing center may be closed. So if you applied for the test and if the center is being closed, so please take you can as an option take a screenshot of the notifications to attach to your IELTS or TOEFL test results, so that we can also consider that, because if the testing center is closed, then these online like the TOEFL IBT Special Home Edition or the IELTS indicator or IELTS online test results would also be considered. But please upload all the related information for us. So for our tuition fee for the 2023 and 2024 intake, local students is 272,800 Hong Kong dollars per program, and for non-local students is 291,400 Hong Kong dollars per program. For local students, you may consider to apply for some subsidies from the Continuing Education Fund, because some of our subjects have been included in the list for reimbursable courses. You can check the details from the CEF website, and our program is actually recognized under this qualifications framework of QF Level 6. For admission information here, the application deadline is 30th of April 2023. If you are interested, so please apply directly online through our PolyU application system using the link here. For the applicants, so we are obviously already received some of the applications. So we are screening all these applications right now. And then for those who are being shortlisted, we will arrange interviews with them. And then you will definitely receive emails of notifications regarding interview appointment. For number of intake this year is around 50, and our academic year will start on the 4th of September 2023. For any inquiries related to the academic matters, such as the subjects that you're interested, the elective subject I mentioned, and if you want to know more information, you can also check our MSc HRM program website, looking for the syllabi, or you can email me directly. If there is, if you have any questions, more administrative wise, such as the application matters like the English language test or the credit transfer, the information that I've mentioned earlier. So please feel free to look for our admin team, using the email here. And that's all for the information that I would like to provide to all of you today.